Gun bunch is still the best offense in Madden 23. I think it's kind of crazy. Like, a lot of people think because you can't block your tight end in bunch, a lot of people left the formation, went to things like trips tight end. But in today's video, I want to show you guys that bunch is still like probably the best offense in the game. I'm gonna be doing a 5-play mini scheme, and a little bit later in the year, I'm gonna be dropping a full in-depth West Coast ebook. I started running this offense. I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. When my website drops, it will be down below in the description, and it'll be a pinned comment. So just be on the lookout for that. But the first play I want to go over, we're going to make them play defense. It's going to be deep corner. We're going to show this defense up against every single like main coverage in the game: man, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. So this first play right here, we're trying to hit the corner route to Zacchaeus right here. And I like to use a worse team on offense when I'm trying to go over offense, because I want to show you guys that it really doesn't matter the players you have, the route's going to work. So we're going to run something like this. It's really simple. We're flooding the right side of the field, and if Zacchaeus gets bagged, right, like say they go ahead, user it, they go ahead, the man coverage gets a good stop, we have Pitts that will also beat man coverage, and you have a chance. Like I said, the game's a little bit inconsistent at times. Brian Edwards can also beat man coverage. So we're going to show this up against cover 2 man this time, and I'm just going to spy out the D-line because I do not want them to be annoying. So we're going to try to hit Zacchaeus right here, and you're going to see that he just absolutely fried the man coverage right there, right? I know it's not the best corner in the world, but it's also not the best receiver in the world either, so it kind of evens out right there. So I just want to show you guys a couple things to be a little bit worried though when you're running this play. So first things first, you see how he got jammed and like this right here happened? Like, that doesn't happen every single play, but it does happen, and it's kind of annoying. And you can see that because of the jam right here, it actually makes Kyle Pitts not get open. And the other thing I think you have to worry about from time to time when they're running press man coverage is this receiver has a chance to get pressed into the dirt, and it could really throw off the timing of this corner out getting open. And this corner can actually make a play and sometimes pick that off. You just got to be a little bit worried about that. But again, that's just like stuff that's inconsistent with the game, not stuff that regularly happens. Like, for the most part, this is what you get. You get this guy right here separating from him, and you got to make him play defense, right? They need to put a zone over there, or they need to go ahead, user it themselves. And you can see on the backside right here, our dig did get open first to man coverage as well. Now we're just gonna go to zone coverage right here just to show you guys. It gets in a good spot first every single zone coverage you'd see, right? So we're gonna run the exact same play right here. And again, I do like to block my running back, and we're gonna go ahead, hike the ball. You're gonna see that we wait a little bit, pass lead it up, bam, over a stock cloud flat that time. And we're gonna go up against a cover 3. We're gonna go up against a cover 3, and we're gonna go ahead, do the same exact thing. We're gonna motion out the streak, keep that tight end route, block our running back, run the play like this, and you're gonna see that it gets open once again right there. Boom. And for the final coverage, we're gonna be going up against cover 4, and this is a spot drop cover 4, not match cover 4 like palms or quarters. So we're gonna do the same exact thing right here, and we're gonna go ahead, hike the ball, and you're gonna see that again, doesn't matter. So this play right here is gonna make them play defense. They're gonna have to adjust to what you're doing. They need to do something to stop this corner route, right? And that's where we get into the next plays, right? If they aren't doing anything to stop this play, just keep running this play. Now, the next play I really like as a mix-up is going to go ahead and be mesh post. Mesh post, really simple on how I like to run it. Let's put X right here on an out route, put RB on a slant, and we're going to motion him on over just like this. So this is the base play call right here. Now you're going to notice that when we ran mesh post like this, we kind of have a tell with what we did because we motioned over the receiver. In my in-depth West Coast ebook, it's going to be a lot of motions just like this, so they're not going to know you're running mesh post. And this time I'm going to motion the slant over just so we can go ahead and get a good separation first to man coverage. And you're going to see that, hey, the slant gets open right there. Boom. I know the post got bagged versus man. This isn't the best play to run first man if you don't have abilities on your receiver. Like, if you have a short and elite on this, on Drake London right here, this would absolutely fry man coverage. But since we're using the Falcons, we don't really have any abilities, right? So it's still really good first as man if you have abilities. But if you don't, you're going to go ahead, most likely run this versus zone. So we're going to run this first a Tampa 2 this time. We're going to spy off the D-line, and we're just going to show what gets open, what's the read first, just a stock cover 2 right here. We're going to go ahead and hike the ball. You're going to see that first off, we have X open. We had both of our flats open, and we're just going to go and we're just going to go ahead and go in the instant replay right here. I just threw that away and we caught it. That was interesting. Haven't seen that before. But yeah, so you're going to see that, hey, We could also, like, I know like the spies right here are kind of in the way, but the slant does a good job of getting underneath the mid read. It pretty much puts the user in conflict because he's going to be up in the middle right here. The vert hook is guarding like the flat. You can see this vert hook is kind of guarding the slant on the left side right here. So really it's going to be, what does this guy do? Does he come down to play the slant, or does he come down to play the post? And the reason why we have the two flat routes is, again, if they're not playing hard flats, we can throw the smoke screen or a Kyle Pitts route. Now this time first a cover 3. We're going to do the same exact play right here. And we're going to motion RB right here on a little slant. And we're going to see what we have open versus cover 3. Now versus cover 3, you're going to see that it's pretty much the exact same thing, right? Once again, we had our flats open. Also, you're going to notice that, hey, the hook curls aren't really guarding anything. I'm kind of throwing myself off because my controller laying down on my leg right now is running backwards with this dude. But you're going to see that, again, the user in the middle of the field, they're running a cover 3. It's going to have to make a choice. Are they going to guard the slant, or are they going to guard the post? So really just puts the user in conflict. And again, if somehow they bag both of these, you have your flat route right here, right open. And the curl flat actually did a good job of guarding this flat route right here late. But we could throw this immediately right here as well. So yeah, then for the final coverage, want to show it up against a cover 4. Again, we're going to go ahead, spy off the defensive line, and cover 4 pretty much going to play the same way as cover 3 did. So we're going to go ahead, hike the ball, and you're going to see that this time we actually have the wheel open. And the wheel is there because, one, if they double Mabel, 2, versus like when you're on the wide side of the field versus the short side of the field, sometimes the wheel does a better job of getting open on the short side of the field versus like cover 3, cover 2. But versus like cover 4 and stuff, where there's not like multiple like zones in the middle, right? Like there isn't a hook curl. You can pass lead this inside like over like the deep blue. So like if they're running like a cover 3 cloud type of thing as well. So that's cool and all, right? But what if you play a blitz, like double A gap, for instance, mid blitz? Well, that's where this play right here comes into play, wide receiver post. Wide receiver post, the reason why this play is so great, your tight end is stock blocking, and you don't find this play a lot. So first is the blitz. Like I said, it's nice to have all these guys pass protected because now we have 6 on 6, right? So if we hike the ball, you're going to notice that no one comes in free instantly, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, the setups I like first, the blitz with wide receiver post, is really as simple as just running it stock 1, or again, doing the motion slant this time. Everything should do a great job of beating man coverage. The post is interesting because they do something like, if we shade underneath this time, I will spy out the D-line because I don't want them to be annoying. I want to show you guys that, hey, this route gets open. So there's a couple things. So if they shade underneath, right, you're going to notice that the post should actually do a good job, which it does. But you notice how since we blocked our running back, that dude in man coverage actually converted into like a deep type of zone. Like Javon Holland was actually doing a good job of guarding the post. So that will happen when you don't send out your running back. Like obviously I could give you like little tips, like first stuff like this, trying to send your running back out on like wheels and stuff like that. But this, for the most part, we're just focused on having good protection. So yeah, first is different shades and stuff. But yeah, like underneath, that post will do a good job. Outside, the post should also do a semi good job. Not the best in the world, but should get open late. And then inside should take away the post. And but inside should do not that great against a motion over slants. First, this inside shaded man coverage, the slant will go ahead, get open right there. And I know it kind of seems like ass backwards, but I don't know. I feel like you shade outside to stop routes that go in, and you shade inside to stop routes that go out. Now we're moving on to the fourth play right here. We're going to have deep attack. Really good because of this post right here. And the way I like to set this up right now, with no Howard Master, I'd do something like this. We're going to flood the right side of the field with a smart routed out route, and we're going to motion Drake London over. And the reason we did that was, what did we do earlier? We went ahead, did the same motion with deep corner. So why this play is good. So I don't believe right now this post is going to get open versus man coverage. It's really good versus man when you have short and elite, but we're going to go ahead and hike the ball just to see what happens. And you're going to see like kind of on the break, it does get open, but I feel like you would like short and elite right there to guarantee your separation. So it's not bad versus man coverage, but the really good part about this is versus zone coverage. So we're going to go ahead and run it versus zone this time. And the cover 2 at vert hook does a pretty decent job of guarding it, but the vert hook is not what I'm trying to show right here. What I'm trying to show is it getting in a sweet spot, like underneath the deep half. Like the vert hook in this specific defense, like 2-4-5 does a good job, but in like dollar, it's a different story. So we're going to go ahead, just hard flat him this time and just be on him with our user. We're going to set up the play the same exact way. What I want to show is it gets underneath a deep half, like right there, like right underneath it. You can hold triangle or Y ag catch that just like that. Now, I will show it up against a cover 3 with hook curls, and you're going to see that again, it gets underneath the deep blue. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and run this again this time, and you're going to see that again, the hook curl has no chance of guarding it this time. It gets right underneath the inside third. And the final one I want to show is cover 4, and we're going to go ahead, spy off the entire D line and run this play just like how we were. So we're going to go ahead, hike the ball, and you're going to see that it gets right underneath the inside quarter as well. The 3 rec is kind of the thing that really had a chance of guarding that, right? We could also hold L2, bring it back to us a little bit more, and get more of a clean catch with that freeform passing. Just want to show it in the instant replay because really all you have to worry about is the 3 rec. For the most part, the user is going to be right here, right? Yeah, we can throw this first every single deep blue in the game, and it's not a scary throw. I promise you, it's not a scary throw. Kind of similar to the play I was running in U-trips, Pat's Y out. And now we're on to the final play. The final play is going to be verts. I love this first, like literally every single defense. You're going to try to attack the middle of the field, right? And if they're heavy blitzing, I'll put my running back on a streak. I don't care. If I think they're like mixing it up a little bit, I'll put them on a little baby out right here. Now, every single time we are going to motion snap Drake London. So this time we are going to be going up against man coverage right here. And versus man, not the greatest play in the world with this setup right here, but we're going to go ahead and motion snap him. And really the route, if you see man, you want to hit this crosser, which it does a really good job of beating man coverage. I know we got a knockout late right there, but kind of got a bad pass lead. I'll show that again right here. You're going to see it on the break, pass lead that down, possession catch it, bam. That's what it's going to look like 9 times out of 10. So versus man coverage, that's what you're looking for. Again, not the best man beater in the world with this setup, but versus zone is where it gets really, really good. So first at Tampa 2, solid defense. There's a couple things that you can go ahead and try to hit. The deep sideline to X, but also B. We'll show this in instant replay right here. But yeah, we also have the crosser open late. So in instant replay, the first thing I'm going to be looking at is this crosser. Now, he kind of gives away like, hey, I'm in a cloud flat. Now, where my eyes would go to next is the tight end. So the tight end right here is butt naked. Like you can throw this 9 times out of 10 versus a vert hook. If I see the tight end in this route are guarded, then my eyes go to the left side of the field right here. So we could hit Cordell right here, and then late we could hit this crosser. Now, I will say if they're in hard flats in a cover 2, this streak route is really, really nice to throw because this guy will literally try to press him and be right here, and your streak is just booty butt naked right here. Now, versus cover 3 and cover 4, this is where it gets really, really good, not only in the seams, but we're going to be able to motion out Drake London and be able to snap throw him, which is really nice. Really nice to do because if they don't have a zone right there, they can't guard it. They literally cannot guard it. We're going to show it up against cover 4 this time as well. And the reads really would go the same as it was with cover 2. We're just going to go ahead and motion him out first as an outside quarter this time. Let him get set like right outside. Boom, boom, boom. Super easy, right? So they need a zone right there on that outside CB to even have a chance of guarding it. But yeah, y'all, that was my 5-play mini scheme in bunch. Like I said, I still think this is the best offense in the game. I get you can't block your tight end, but being able to put him on slants and whip routes, really, really valuable with a lot of plays. I hope y'all did enjoy this video though, man. If you did, make sure to go ahead, leave a like and subscribe. If you want to go ahead and see the full in-depth West Coast ebook that I'm going to be dropping soon, let me know down below in the comments. If you want to see me run this offense live though, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We've been grinding the streams over there, so I'd appreciate it. I do appreciate y'all clicking onto this video though. If you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I used Drew Bledsoe in this West Coast offense for my all Madden Legend season Super Bowl.